I'm joined on the phone from New York by Ian Williams. He's with the Foreign Policy in Focus, joining us from New York. Welcome to the programme, sir. Mr. Williams, lots of reports are coming out showing police brutality against the demonstrators, with one protester having had to undergo brain surgery, as we saw in our earlier report, and another one attacked while on his wheelchair. Is this legal treatment of protesters under UK laws?
I don't believe it is. It's a form of collective punishment. The police obviously have a right, in fact a duty, if somebody is committing vandalism, if people say were busting up shop windows or overturning cars, they have a duty to stop that. That's what they're there for. But because one or a handful of people out of tens of thousands, possibly hundreds of thousands, may have committed such acts, there's no reason for collective punishment of everybody under British law. And there is this famous presumption of innocence until proven guilty. And what we're seeing here is a growingly authoritarian government, following on a previous one, I might add, that assumes that everybody is guilty unless they prove themselves innocent, and that protesting the government is in itself a guilty thing.
Well, where do you think the situation is heading now that the situation has reached this point, to the point that students say to themselves and say to the government that we've had enough?
Well, the legislation has been passed, but obviously the momentum is going on, and as some of us suspect at the beginning, the issue of the student fees is really just the, the symbol. It really is the fact, the effort by this government, by this coalition, to roll back 60 years of progress in Western Europe and Britain, and the fees represent that. So I think the students are going to carry on, and certainly from comments from British trade unionists, from the workers, they are watching with interest because they are going to start their series of protests soon, and I think we might well find that let's say the spirit of revolt that's been dormant since 1968 has now been woken up by this government.
Indeed. Well, what started in France seems to have developed into a Europe-wide phenomenon. Do you think European leaders might rethink their austerity plans?
Well, in the end, they have to decide whether they're more scared of the bankers who caused the crisis and whose views they're now trying to pander to with their austerity measures, or whether they're more scared of their own electorate. And it's this combination, that combination, I think, of electoral activism and the street protest, which will really scare these governments.
All right, we'll have to leave it there. Many thanks to Ian Williams with Foreign Policy in Focus, joining us on the phone from New York.